Right, where have I been? 2 weeks has passed since the video's gone up. Where have I been? Well, I've been very busy. Me and the missus have been very busy. Now we're not having another child. Thank God, 2 is enough. Effectively, we're moving. We're moving house. So where we live at the minute, we're renting. And I think I mentioned a couple of videos back that we'd put an offer in on a house that got rejected. Well, they actually came back to us like 3 weeks later and accepted the offer if we still wanted it. So of course we said yes, and so the wheels have indeed gone into motion on that front. Big step for us. It's going to be our first home, first time buyers, so it's our first family home. And so we have had to have quite a bit of time to do all the stuff like the finding solicitors and sorting the solicitors out, mortgage brokers, getting us ducks in a row basically. And it's took quite a bit of time, obviously. Something that I was, I don't really want to sit down and have to go through emails and G people up and ring round and get people rallied and moving. I'd rather spend my time in here, but obviously, like you know, and we are starting to know that that is a must. So we've been looking at all sorts of things for the house. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the house, and I think it's been about 6 weeks since we had the offer accepted, so I think that sometime in December we'll get the keys, and then when that happens I will be taking somewhat of a break on the tubes, because I've got a lot of work to do inside the house. There's walls to knock out, chimneys to take out, reinforcing beams to go in, and not gutting the place, but there's going to be a new kitchen, new doors to be put in where doors aren't, etc. So I've got plenty of people that are going to be helping me out, which is fantastic, but obviously this is going to have to come first before I can start brewing anything. Well, whilst that's happening, I will be brewing before we get the keys though, don't worry. But it does mean that we will be starting again in a new brewery, which is a pain really, but most of the building here was actually building pots, installing things into pots, building the new control panel, getting parts to do all that, and that's all done. So it's basically plug and play now. In the new place, everything just gets put back out where I want it, everything gets wired back up again, and we're rocking and rolling. But I want to take my time in getting the new brewery up and running, because there are things in this brewery that annoy me, like every winter, because it's not insulated. I get mould everywhere. I don't want that in the next place. The floor in here is shocking, and I want like a tiled floor, easy to clean up. And one of the things that was on my mind when we were looking for a new house to move into was it had to have somewhere for me to continue doing what I'm doing. If a house didn't have that space, I wasn't looking at it. So this space that we've got here, well, I can touch, like from where you are to this wall, I can touch them walls, and pretty much can do the same this away. So it's roughly about 2 meters by 2.5 meters. Roughly, this space is tiny. This house has got a detached garage, and the garage is massively bigger than this place. It's 6 meters long by about 3 meters wide. There's plenty of space to get all what I've got in here into there and have more room. So I'm hopefully going to be kitting that place out to be the brewery, and also then have a separate area for working on projects, reviewing products, and keeping like the keys are in a separate area to where the brewery is. and that's going to make content. I know it's a pain in the ass. You want to see brew day videos now in this place with the new kit, but unfortunately we're going to have to start again in the new place. But I will take you along with the journey. We'll do it right from the very beginning. We'll insulate the place out and get all the cabling where I need it before I do any plastering in there, etc. But it's going to be a new project for the better, I think. But like I said, that's not until December time, I reckon, when we get the keys. And then in that time I'm going to probably have a couple of months where I'm just busy in the house. I'll throw up some stuff on Instagram, I think, short clips that I'm trying to do a little bit more of. I think I'm going to chuck up some videos on there. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go and check me out. It's NewToHomeBrew. So I'll chuck some updates and pictures up on there. But before we start getting the keys for the house and moving, we are going to be having at least one brew day in here. God damn it, we need to crack on. And the reason why is because we have a product coming from a company in Australia. They actually shipped it the other day, and they're sending the product for review. So we're going to have unboxing videos, first thoughts videos, and then we're going to be using it on the first brew day here. So they're wanting the videos put up sort of mid-November time. So we've got to crack on anyway for that purpose, and the fact that we've waited long enough. The only thing that's annoying me now is that the probes, I don't know if you've seen the post on Instagram, but the probes are playing up, and Harry said that you have to possibly jump terminals 4 and 5. I've done that and it doesn't seem to be having any effect with these probes I've got now. At a boil it gets to 54 degrees and we're boiling, so something's amiss and I need to work that out. And the second thing is, because of the duplex filtration system possibly not going to have the kahunas to work as we want it to, because Harry's already used it and the filters are too small, it clogs up, he says. So what I've actually done, like I've said on the post on Instagram, is I've contacted the guys at the Electric Brewery, and actually before I go into now I've got to take some pictures of the pot and send them over to the fellas that actually make them for him, so they can put something together for me. So then we'll have like filtration before the water leaves the boil pot, and then it enters the duplex to catch anything that may sort of get through. So we will be having absolutely clean water, that's the plan, going into the fermenter. But that's it, fellas, just a bit of an update, but that's life, I suppose, and we are really excited to move on and get another property that's bigger, massive garden for the kids, and a bigger place for us to do what we're doing on this channel. Instead of doing it in a tiny little, essentially a box room, we'll have a full garage that we can kit out properly to play around in. So that's it, fellas. I need to now fit a ball valve, measure this pot, and get this video edited. So that's it, fellas. So as always, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Click on my subscribe. Until next time, I'm out of here.